Ugh. Who ordered the pizza?
Hello, students. Welcome back to Valley City Community College at night. It is I, Sammy, checking in on all of our students who should be tucked away in bed right now. Nothing should be happening to any of our lovely students. It's the day before Saturday. I'm sure all of you have a big weekend ahead of you. No homework till Sunday. Am I right, kids? I know I'm right. Hopefully all of you are sleeping snug, tight in your beds with no drama. It's been a good first couple of weeks. Yeah, nothing crazy. Only a little bit of drama here. But I think things will even out. Sammy signing off. Good night, everybody. Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Valley City Community College. We had quite, the session last week. We were at the second half of a party, and two elementals had kind of burst out from the upstairs windows. There was some fighting that was done. We not only got to really meet these kind of girls in your lives a little bit more, but we saw kind of how badass and maybe a little cooler than you guys they are. They kicked ass. You guys did also kick ass. You went over to a diner, I think. Well, you figured out a couple things at the house. Everybody did a little bit of, fact-finding. You went over to a diner to really, compose your thoughts and discuss things over. DMJ had flavored chicken for the first time in how many years? It was really quite the night for everybody. Everyone went back to their respective homes and dorms, only for two of you to be woken up in the middle of the night by somebody inside of Garth's dorm. Derek, sound asleep. That's kind of where we jump in media res. I'd like all of you to roll initiative.
Oh, right into not 20.
Hey, is this the first nat, Jake? That's the first nat 20 you've gotten in 3 weeks on this game.
Maybe.
I rolled a nat 6 again.
Dan is the role keeper, so I'm gonna ask him. I'll defer to Dan.
Give me just a moment. Okay, cool. So Jake, what's your initiative?
26.
26. Okay.
That means somebody else rolled a nat 20.
Dan, what's yours?
I got an 11.
And Bert, you got a
7.
A 7. Oh, I guess we didn't do what we usually do to introduce our characters to the audience.
I thought you were planning on doing that in initiative or something, so I didn't want to call you out on it. But yeah,
I guess we'll do it in initiative.
Now the jig is up, huh?
The jig is up. I
you
messed
blew
it up.
You blew it. We had
okay.
a good thing going, and then you said his name.
Yeah, the audience is gonna figure out we're just winging this. oh
no! Who's that kid?
The illusion.
My immersion is gone.
Hang on. Okay, cool.
At this point, they might know that my name's not Derek.
Whoa.
I think that's the whole point. Okay, cool. I guess we'll do introductions. At the top of the round, we have Jake playing
Andre Jacques-Francois Majme III.
Later in the round, we have Dan Dobro playing
Garth Grimknuckle.
and all the way at the end, we have Bert playing
Derek.
Is that what we get?
That's what you get.
Was that really delayed for anyone?
No,
else?
that's perfect. That's
perfect.
That's all we really need.
I held the D back until I was ready to let it loose.
Okay.
It was a.
It was
you were
very.
ready to
I
let
can
it
feel
loose.
the force of it from here.
Cool. That is at the top of the order. We have Andre. Andre, what are you doing? You're in your dorm room. You sent message to Garth because you heard something upstairs, but you were still in your own dorm room right now.
So first things first. I cast Misty Step, and I pop up onto Garth's floor, I guess.
Yeah, well, so he's right above you. So if you Misty Step, how far can you go up with your Misty Step?
30 feet. Oh wait, I can't.
Why not?
Why?
It's an unoccupied space that you can see.
You can see.
Oh fuck.
Oh, no,
okay,
yeah.
so I cast haste on my. Wait, no, I have Expeditious Retreat. I cast Expeditious Retreat on myself.
Okay.
and I run. I can take the dash action as a bonus action, so I'm gonna run 60 feet. From my room up the stairs.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I think that you can probably get with 60 feet. I mean, you have to go down the hallway to the staircase, and then up the stairs. You can probably get like most of the way to his room, but you're not all the way at his room yet. You have like 30 feet in front of you to get to his room.
Okay. I just realized casting an expeditious retreat didn't really do anything for me, but it might
gives you extra.
So okay.
No, it's good. Dash as a bonus action is a great thing, especially if you're not a rogue.
As an action. Oh wait, I'm 30 feet away from the door. You said?
Yeah, you're 30 feet away from the door.
Perfect. Misty step to the door.
Okay. Can you do? Is that 2 spells?
That's 2 spells. You use your bonus action to dash.
Okay.
Yeah, you cast this. This is.
I already bonus action dashed.
But if you want to look through the peephole so that you can Misty step into the apartment, that could be clutch.
I can't get up to the apartment door.
He's not at the door yet.
No, I mean on your next.
Oh yeah. All right, so that's kind of my turn.
Okay, cool. Yeah, this all kind of looks like you waking up. You hear someone above you. You message your friend, and then in your groggy sleep, you're like, "I'm gonna Misty step." No, I'm gonna cast
wait.
Cool. And now we're gonna be up
don't
in
let
Garth's.
Odette know I tried to Misty step where I can't see.
Oh gosh, she's gonna give me some.
We're up in Garth's room next. It's not your turn, Garth.
Right,
but you are kind of. Yeah. We had established that Andre was able to pull you out of your dream last session, and you're awake, but you're still prone, lying down in bed. This thing is going to hide.
Does it? Does it know I'm awake?
I guess does it know you're awake?
Does it know he's awake?
Does it have any reason to hide?
I guess it doesn't really know you're awake. It's going to
keep doing.
It was in the middle of doing something. Well, here's the thing, because Garth didn't wake up when it was. Yeah, it's going to keep doing what it was doing. And roll a. Yeah. So you're kind of laying down prone. You can kind of see it, and it's kind of rummaging around, and it seems something's going on. And it goes to turn and exit, and it goes to walk out of your room. That is going to be the other thing's turn.
More things.
Oh well, there's the thing at my house that I don't know about.
Oh.
Cool. So something happens, but nobody here knows what happens. Garth, that's your turn. This thing turned and is now at your door, kind of opening it slowly.
That's fine. I'm going to take a bonus action to rage.
Okay.
And I am going to move on up to it. I'm thinking even if I have to spend half my movement to get up, I still have 20 feet of movement to spare. I know my room's not that big.
These are small rooms.
And I am going to take my attack action and attempt to grapple this thing.
Okay.
So give me a contested strength check. Or dex, I guess, if you want. Okay, that is a 19 from me.
With advantage?
Yes, the other one was a natural 1. I rolled a 14.
I also got a 19.
Is it AC? It would really hit.
I'm trying to think.
I
think.
Google.
I know what you
don't
want
have
to
it
happen.
in front of me.
Tess, what's your call?
Yeah, I think my call is that you kind of go to grapple it, and you're not really able to get your, around it. But you're within 5 feet of it now. It's aware that you're here, and you're.
May I take my bonus action unarmed, and try to grapple it instead?
Are you only allowed to do that if you attack?
Oh, that's a good question. I should have looked up. This part of the rules before we played.
So, I found the rule for a tie. If the contest results in a tie, the situation remains the same as it was before the contest. Thus, one contestant might win the contest by default. So yeah, it's the same as it was. He's not grappled.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or it's not grappled. I guess we don't know what it is.
Yeah. No, that's. I guess Oh yeah, I used my bonus action to rage anyway. What the fuck am I even saying?
Yeah, exactly. So you're raged and you're here.
That is my turn.
Cool. That's gonna be Derek. Derek, you're sleeping.
I am.
Make me a perception check with advantage.
Ooh.
No, I'm sorry, with disadvantage. With disadvantage.
Oh, you gave me the sun, and then after you gave it to me, you were like, "Nah, it's too hot to touch."
I said the wrong thing. I'm sorry. Disadvantage.
I'm so mad, but also this is fine. I rolled an 18 and a nat 20.
Oh.
So
an 18
ends up being a dirty 20.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Okay, with a dirty 20, where did you say you sleep here? I feel like last time we talked, you said you slept on the couch in the living room, right? I sleep on the
couch in the living room, and then like all my bags, except for my football bag, which I use as a pillow, are just on the floor in front of me, like right in front of the couch.
Okay, roll me a... How many bags do we say you have? The joke is that you have like 5 bags?
I have 6 bags at this point.
You have 6 bags.
I gained one at some point for something that I probably didn't need a bag for.
Roll me a D6.
Oh, no. Okay. A 3.
Okay, so you kind of are deep in sleep. And what do you think you usually dream about, actually, as you're sleeping?
I dream about football. Like, just the good feeling of a nice pigskin in your hand. Just giving a nice toss to your homeboy down the field. The feeling of getting hit, not too hard, but hard enough that you're like, damn, that dude gave me a big old shoulder to the chest. Just all that things that clearly I didn't actually enjoy because there's a reason I stopped playing football.
Well, I mean, so you're, dreaming about football like you usually do. And, I mean, the reason one of the big reasons you stopped playing football is because you actually got pushed out of the sport, so you can't really play football. But you're dreaming about football kind of usually in segments, just kind of those kind of like small faded memories of things that are nice about football. But this is a different dream. It kind of transfers to something a little bit more vivid. And you're standing on the center of the football field at your old college down south, Abalababa. And it's like you kind of blink in the middle of a game, and you're holding onto the football, and the stadium is full of people, and the team is running around you, and everyone kind of like stops in slow motion as you hold on to this ball, and you realize that like you have a moment to run forward and score the touchdown. I'm clearly not a big sports person, but this is a big crucial moment in the game. Why don't you, in this dream, roll me an athletics check?
Oh, okay. Come on, baby. Oh my god! That's my third 6 on the die if we include the pregame luck check.
So
that's hold on. That's
what is it?
Still a 13.
Okay, with a 13, you are like doing your best and you are running, and you realize that like you're feeling winded, and like there's a moment like you're like, I'm gonna do this, and then you're immediately kind of like hit by the forces around you, and you're like feel like you're running very slowly through molasses, and then kind of slowly around you everything kind of melts and fades, and it's no longer this football field, but instead what feels like a large dead field and surrounded by forest. And you are running for your dear life, and you feel like there's something behind you chasing you, and you're holding on to something in your arms that was a football but no longer is, and you are running forward as fast as you can as everything around you is closing in and trying to take over. The color fades from the woods and the fields around you, and then you hear kind of off in the distance in this dream the sound of somebody tripping over the coffee table in your living room, and you are startled awake and looking right at somebody whose hand reaching into your bag.
Don't you fucking dare touch my bags! And
no, that's your whole turn. You wake up.
I just wake up. It's my turn?
Yeah.
Oh. I spit on him.
But you're here now.
That's a free object interaction with your spit.
Can I
That's going to be back up to Andre.
Can I free object interaction spit?
Roll me a.
Roll for
you have to roll me an attack roll for your spit.
All right. Dry mouth.
Yeah,
dry mouth. Such dry mouth.
No, you spit on you go to spit and it just dribbles all over yourself. That is going to be Andre.
All right, 30 feet of movement to the door.
Okay.
Look through the peephole so I can get a view inside. Misty step inside.
Yeah, when you look through the peephole, there is somebody kind of blocking the peephole.
Oh. Blocking it to the point where I can't see through?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
yeah.
Motherfucker. Okay, I'm going to stand there then, and
He ran up to the door. You heard me say that.
I'm going to...
Wait, the door of my... the door of the whole... No, I thought you meant the door. I said the door of my room is what you said.
Oh, the whole... Oh, right, I'm sorry. I forgot how I planned out these rooms. No, there's nobody. You look through the peephole to get into... And you see, like, an empty living room. You see an empty living room. You can Misty step in. Yep, my bad. That's my bad. Mm-hmm.
What do I see?
You see Mikey aggressively looking in the peephole. In the hallway.
No, here's what you do. So you Misty step into the room, and you're standing here. The television is on. Somebody is passed out on the couch. The freezer is open. It seems like there are like snacks that were like being made in the toaster that were forgot about. And you're here kind of in this dorm room.
Are all the dorm rooms built the same? Like, can I go to where my room would be?
Yeah, you know that because not every single one. Some of them are oriented a little differently. Where like all the rooms are to the left versus all the rooms are to the right. But because it's right above yours, his thing, and his room is right above your room.
All right, I'm gonna use as a bonus action. I'm gonna dash 30 feet to where my room would be.
Okay.
I love a good orientated room.
Hey.
I guess that's gonna be my turn.
Yeah.
Cool. You make it here.
I am
here. What does he see?
Awesome.
Trying to leave my room.
The door ended up closing again as you kind of went in to bug this guy. So now it's going to be his turn. He's going to
turn your camera on and then off again.
Yeah, is it frozen for everybody else too? There we go.
Great.
There.
Oh, was I just frozen in that stupid smiling face?
You laughing.
It was adorable, though.
It was cute. Yeah, you looked great. Okay, cool.
I mean,
so
I always do.
A cut there, and we'll go right back in right now.
I'm gonna redo my turn.
I didn't want that to go any longer. I let it sit for like 30 seconds. I was like,
this thing is going to claw out at you, Garth.
Incredible.
It only gets an 11 to hit.
That's a big ol' miss.
Cool. Then it's going to attempt to hide.
What do you mean it's going to attempt to hide?
You heard what I said.
I'm right up on it. I have the sentinel feat. If it's trying to disengage from me, it still provokes an attack of opportunity if it's trying to move away from me.
That is true.
Hang on. It just says... Oh, yeah. No, it can do that.
So, but it still takes the attack of opportunity, though.
I think it would still take the attack of opportunity. Yeah, but it can move away from this moment.
That's okay.
Well,
Dobro
let's
hard
see.
In rage.
Let's see. I'm gonna. I can't attack recklessly on an AOO, can I?
I don't think so.
Crit.
Otherwise, I would have been doing that for a while.
Natural 3.
Boo.
Cool.
That's an 8 to hit.
That does not hit it. And it is going to attempt to hide. You can try to look for it on your turn if you would like. Cool. That is going to be at your house, Garth. Not Garth, I'm sorry. At your house, Derek. God, I'm going to keep doing that, aren't I? At your house, you're looking at this thing, and it is going to also swipe out at you. Oh, my God, why are these dice doing this to me? It's only an 11.
That misses the paladin who sleeps in his armor.
Oh, my God.
Only...
Wait, but he is prone asleep, so you do have advantage on that hit, though.
I'm not asleep.
Yeah, but you're still prone.
That's true.
I just got it doesn't hit anyway because I just rolled 5 6s in a row.
Tonight is 6s up the wazoo.
What the hell?
That's insane.
This thing doesn't hit you, and then it's going to attempt to hide. Okay. Oh god, I hated that.
Also, Dan, do we have homework? Did you forget to remind the teacher that we have homework?
Yeah, seriously.
What do you mean? What?
He reminded you of prone.
Here's the thing. I've got to pepper in those moments so that when I get the shit on our side later, it's credible. You understand? I'm doing this for us.
I'm doing it for us, not just because I can't let rules go.
This thing is going to attempt to hide, and it does. That's going to be back at Garth's dorm, Garth's turn.
Yeah, I mean, I guess let's make a perception check for this thing that hid from me. But I would have at least seen the door open, right? At least I know it's in my room.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. 17 perception.
Yeah, you see it hiding under your bed.
Incredible.
Oh, if it's under the bed, it's prone.
No, it's like curled up. These beds are lofted. They're not like fully. They're not like fully lofted. They're like semi-lofted beds.
So is it going to be a problem to try to hit it?
No, you just have to maybe crouch, but you can crouch and hit it.
Okay,
I think.
I've got my. Yeah, I go up, grab my sword from right where I had it by the headboard, and just swing.
Do like a golf club. You gotta bend the knees a little bit.
I'm gonna attack it recklessly. One swing.
It's cold in here.
Two-handed. Come on. 7s. That's a 12 to hit.
12 is not going to hit.
Yeah, that's fine. I am going to spend a key point to do Flurry of Blows because I really want to hit something. Okay. How's a 17 to hit?
17 will hit.
Yes.
Okay. And how's fuck me. A 10 misses. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
What was that? 12, 17, 8? 12, 17, 10?
Yeah.
Okay. One hit. Pitiful. 7 points of bludgeoning damage.
Is that it?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, cool. That is going to be Derek's turn back at your grandparents' house. This thing has just hidden.
All right. So, do I get a free perception check?
You can, try to perceive to look for it.
Okay. I'm not going to start aimlessly swinging at things in my grandparents'
Yeah, well,
house.
if you can't see it, you can swing on it with disadvantage. Try to.
Okay. Well, I'm going to try to see it first. That's a nat 20!
Yeah, you definitely, you see it. It's kind of like gone and crouched behind like one of the chairs in the living room.
Okay. I'm going to, because I'm like really tired from just waking up, I'm going to bonus action Hunter's Mark to get myself really keenly looking at this thing to make sure I don't miss. Even though it has nothing to do with hitting, it feels like it should. So I'm going to Hunter's Mark it, and oh my god. I'd have to... Is it a free object interaction to get my Morningstar out of my bag? Or do I have to use my football pillow?
I let Garth get his... I mean, if you have to move to get it, you can't. You have to move.
No, because my bags are just in front of the couch. They're right there.
Oh, of course they are. Yes, you can get your Morningstar. Yeah, sure.
So I'll grab my Morningstar. I'm going to try to bop him over the head. I'm getting the camera. Move the key.
Oh, no, it's fine.
It's a nat 20.
Nice. Okay.
Fuck it. I'm going to Divine Smite it, too.
Oh, okay.
That's fucking...
Please give me your smite damage separately.
Oh, you don't say.
Okay. Let's do the divine smite damage just first then.
Because also remember how crit works. So you get the full amount of one of the dice plus the roll of a dice.
That's 23 smite damage. Are you making fun of me for saying smite damage? Or...
No. I'll tell you what's up later.
What did you... Wait, what kind of smite?
It was a
first
divine
level?
smite.
What damage does it do?
Hella dead.
Hella damage?
What kind of damage does it do again?
It does holy damage.
Well, what's the word is radiant, right?
The D8s are radiant damage, and then but your weapon dies still whatever.
Yeah, so give me your crit. Give me your crit amount for your weapon die.
Yeah, I'm doing the weapon damage now. Wow, I rolled a 1 on the weapon damage. So that's gonna be 14 bludgeoning.
Dead.
Nope.
Absolutely dead. You fucking you see that as you smite this thing, that it sees what you're doing ahead of time and is like, no, wait, no, and you slice into this thing with a smite that gets it so that it looks so crumpled and so close to death, and then with your bludgeoning damage, you just ultimately overkill this thing as it lays dead on your living room floor. That is going to be back up to Andre.
Okay, I'm at Garth's door. I would like to open door. Is that an action to open the door?
Free object interaction.
Yeah, Garth, but I think Garth would lock his door before going to sleep at night.
Yeah, except that the thing came in and was going through the door, and then it got closed again. So I don't think it would be locked
fair.
at this
You're right,
point.
it's open. It's open.
Open the door. I look in. Do I see the creature?
Yeah. You see this thing standing here.
I cast it insinuation. So I pull out my ring, and these like black inky tendrils kind of come out, and they start to circle towards it, and it has to make a wisdom saving throw. 14.
Okay.
I just realized I didn't even do my hunter's mark damage, and I still killed it.
It fails.
Okay, so it takes 1d12 damage, and it becomes...
And this is magical damage?
Yes.
What kind of damage is this?
6 psychic damage.
Okay.
And it's incapacitated. No more running away, you fool.
I can roll to save that, right, at the end of my turn?
At the end of each of its turns, it takes 1d12 psychic damage, and it can make another wisdom saving throw.
Okay, and incapacitated, can it attack you with disadvantage or just not at all? Can't attack you at all.
Incapacitated means
I'm looking it up. You don't say. Can't take actions or reactions.
Okay, cool. So that it's going to be its turn next. Give it more damage.
Oh, fuck.
We are
toss my die.
whomping these things.
7 psychic damage.
Cool, it takes that damage, but it also snaps out of this.
Boo.
As it kind of looks at you and snarls. And that is going to be... Can it move? Because you said it couldn't... At
the end of its turns, so it's incapacitated for its whole turn.
Okay, I just said something
but
about
I no
action
longer get
bonus.
advantage on this, on what I'm about to do to it.
It does say action or reaction. I guess, I don't know if you
A
can...
movement is a kind of action, I believe. If you're incapacitated, I mean, I could be wrong.
I feel like there's other ones that specifically... Like, grappled is specifically speed drops to 0. Like, you can't move. There's other ones that specifically say
it doesn't
you can't
say the
move.
movement is 0.
I can try to move.
Yeah, because like for paralyzed, it says specifically incapacitated, and then also can't move or speak. So that would make me think can't move is not a part of
I
incapacitated.
guess it can move action.
Cool. So it's going to attempt to move.
It's going to try to move.
Yeah.
Wait, no, so since I attacked recklessly and I would still be getting hit recklessly, doesn't that mean the AOO of this round, since for this round I was attacking recklessly?
It's not my game.
What?
I'm sorry, that was confusing to me.
I'm still under the effects of reckless attack. If it had tried to hit me, it'd have advantage. Does that mean until my next round starts, I have the advantage on the attacks I'm taking? Because that's kind of like, I think that's what...
It couldn't attack you at this round, so it didn't get the advantage that it would have gotten. It doesn't continue to have
it could have. It just chose not to. Well, yes, it wasn't able to, but it could have.
It wasn't able to. It was incapacitated. Dan, I don't know what you're asking. Do you usually get advantage?
Oh, you know what? It says during this turn, so I guess not. All right, that's a miss.
Okay. It is going to climb up. Well, I guess it depends on where you're... It's going to attempt to go out the window. So it's going to go over to your window and start climbing out. That is going to be... that's going to be Garth's turn.
Cool. Yeah, I'm going to I'm going to go ahead and try and grab it again.
Hang on, it does something at the end of its turn. Oh, yeah, so you have to try to see it. It hit at the end of its turn. Oh, no, it couldn't do bonus action, so it doesn't do that. Cool, so it's like dangling out the window, essentially.
That's fine. I'm still going to go try and grab it. Come on. Okay. The one rolls a 3, but the other is a natural 17, so that is going to be a 22 athletics.
Yeah, you have it.
Okay. And I'd like to kind of pull it back into the room.
You used your turn to grapple it, so you're grappling it out the window.
Okay. I can't bonus action anything, I suppose.
Unless you like headbutt it.
Is that allowed?
You could. Yeah, I mean it's an unarmored strike, right? You could headbutt it.
I believe it.
You just have to roll unarmored strike damage. I mean, it's your head, whatever.
Yeah.
It's the same.
Cool. Nice. That's going to be a 22 to hit.
22 hits. This is also just regular bludgeoning damage, though, right?
Yes.
Okay. You did notice that doesn't take as much effect as the magical damage did.
6.
Okay, so that's going to be only.
But he's grappled.
But
he's grappled.
Your fist will be magical. Maybe.
Cool. That's going to be. We're going to go to Derek in your apartment. Not in your apartment, in your house with this thing dead in front of you. What do you do?
Can't hear you.
Can you hear? I can't hear him.
I'd like to go through. I'd like to check to see if he took anything out of my bags.
Are you gonna check him or check your bags?
Let me check him first, I think.
Okay. Sure. Yeah. Roll an investigation check.
Well, okay. So the reason it took me a second to think is because I would know what bag I put the gem in.
Yeah, it's like you just murdered someone. You better hope it was someone that was cool to murder.
I just thought Dan's reaction was very funny.
They came on my property. They didn't want the reckoning.
Oh my god.
Hey, I had that home field advantage, okay? This is my house and I will protect it.
That's... Damn it all. That's a 7 investigation.
Sorry, say that again?
That's a 7 investigation.
With a 7 investigation, you are... With a 7 investigation, you're kind of bumbling around looking. This thing is wearing a mask. Like a full mask, not like our masks, but like a full face mask. And is kind of dressed in all black, definitely in stealing your stuff in burglary outfit. With your investigation check, there doesn't seem like actually there's anything on this person's body that's yours. You don't see the crystal on their person. It's a big crystal. I would have just given that to you. It does not seem like this person is holding on to the crystal. You do see, though, on its finger, a interesting looking ring. And with your 7 investigation, as you're kind of bumbling around, the ring kind of loosens on this thing's finger, and then this corpse in front of you just kind of fades into the shadows and is gone.
Okay, then I instantly go back to my bags and I'm going to take the gem.
That was your turn.
I don't get movement?
I guess you have movements to go to your bag.
Yeah. I want to just go over to my bags to make sure that I'm like looking at them to make sure nothing else might be going after my shit.
Okay, cool. You can move over to your bag and we'll deal with what you do there later. Cool, Andre, that's gonna be your turn.
Behind this old back of mine.
I'm gonna mind sliver it.
Okay.
Is that how Andre says it?
No, he would never degrade himself like that.
So you're gonna run over the window and look at it because you're like leaning over?
Oh, is it out the window?
Yeah.
Out the window?
It's like completely out the window?
Yeah.
Alright,
It's movement to go out the window.
I'll do that. I'll walk over, and I'm gonna mind sliver it. I rolled a 15 to hit.
You rolled a 15 to hit. That is going to hit.
So it takes 2d6 psychic damage. So it takes 4 psychic damage.
Anyone else?
I'm sorry, how much damage?
4 psychic damage.
4 psychic damage total.
And it gets a minus d4 on its next save.
Is anyone visualizing this combat of Garth and Andre leaning out the window, Garth holding on to this thing as you like cast spells at it?
Pew, 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 pew.
Okay, cool. That's going to be its turn. It's going to try to break out of the grapple. Garth?
Okay.
Don't forget it's minus d4. Or else my spell was for nothing. Oh god, it rolled a nat 20.
It got a nat 20.
No, it didn't.
No, it did. It for real did. Oh,
no, it didn't. Because as it feels itself squeaming out of Garth's hands, it suddenly like snaps back to reality and attempts again.
They both have to roll again? They both have to roll again, right? Because
nope,
you move
just
time backwards.
Why
just it, though? Hang on. I get why they would do that for an attack.
That's what the language of the...
No, hang on. I get why you would do that for an attack, because it was its attack, but they're both grappling. So they would have to both roll the grapple check again, right?
As a reaction, me or a creature I can see within 30 feet can re-roll an attack, ability check, or saving throw. After seeing the result, target must use second roll. I can do this twice per long rest. That's all it says.
Let's go.
Okay, that's still going to be really good. That's a 19.
I got a 23.
Yes.
Okay. You're still holding on to it.
Our synergy
that
is that of gods.
That's going to be your turn, Garth.
Yeah, I'd like to pull it back in. Is that feasible now that
You have to make a strength check.
Another one.
Another opposed strength check, because it's
Another
trying not
one.
to.
Another one.
24.
Okay, yeah, you're able to pull it back in.
Yeah, and I don't know. I guess I'll give it another headbutt. Fuck it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Little reckless headbutt.
Reckless headbutt.
That's a 19 to hit.
19 will hit.
For 7 more bludgeoning damage.
Yo, I think I saw Reckless Headbutt in concert one year.
Oh yeah, dude, they were on Warped Tour.
Dude, they were so good. They were so good.
Is that your turn?
Yeah, I mean, movement was like back into the room, so it's not so he's not like right by the window, you know. That's.
Wait, sorry. This is actually going to. It is going to. I forgot at the end of its turn. It's going to attempt to hide again, even though you're holding on to it.
How can it?
It doesn't do it. With this, it would do it with disadvantage.
It's in my hands.
Yeah. That is going to be Derek's turn.
How does it do?
It doesn't hide, but
there has to be something we're not understanding here about this thing. Okay. I use my entire turn to find the gem in the bag that I put it in.
Cool. Make me an investigation check.
I know what bag I put it in.
Yeah, look through the bag.
Okay. Do I get advantage because I put it here?
No.
Well, eat my buns. That's a nat 19 for a 19.
For a 19. With a 19...
I have 0 intelligence. I keep forgetting.
With a 19 investigation check, you do look through the bag and you see that this is still here. The crystal is still here.
Okay. I would like to take it out, and I am going to put it in my pants.
Okay.
A place that no one besides Derek
as if I was like sock stuffing. Like I was gonna put it right in front.
I understand, but if you're gonna do this,
an elemental pops out of your pants.
But beware lest you become the grass ass.
Is that a face shard in your pants, or are you just happy to see me, Derek?
You're gonna take 6 points of like slashing damage as this thing cuts up your junk, cuts your nards right up as you put this.
Not me, nards. You know what? I think this is the best time of any reaction stones endurance. I am rock hard down.
All right, fire. This was fun.
I'm sorry. You're what?
I am rock.
So hang on. So we have Derek discovering a kink, and we're at the top again with Andre's turn.
All right. Why won't this thing fucking die?
Wait,
is my first question.
Take all. You said 6 slashing, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, we're good.
I'm just gonna. Making it fall prone is gonna do anything to it, so I guess I'm just gonna.
I mean, I'm holding it right now. I could be like, search it. I don't know.
I was thinking maybe help you, like keep it, but I'd rather do damage to it and give it a D4, so maybe it'll die. So I'm just gonna mind sliver it again. 13 to hit.
Would you have advantage because it's grappled?
You said that hits.
Advantage on spells or only attack?
It does hit.
Okay, cool.
Being grappled doesn't cause attacks to have advantage on you. Being restrained does.
Oh.
Plus it's range. I think that's gonna make a difference too, because usually it's only melee.
Yep.
Oh my god, my damage rules. So it's 3 psychic damage, and it takes minus D4 on its next save.
How much damage was that?
3 psychic damage. I rolled a 2 and a 1. Try not to get too jealous.
It still looks pretty good. I want you both to know it still looks really hardy.
I plan on killing it.
Dan, I'm going to need you to make me another opposed strength check.
Okay.
-4.
Come on, -4.
That's a dirty 20.
I got a nat 20 again.
No, you didn't again.
Oh, the last chronal shift! Let's go!
I'm using it twice. I don't care.
Fine.
We're killing this thing.
You still have it in your hands. That's gonna be Garth's turn.
All right, Garth, you need to start beating it because I can't do that anymore.
Yeah. So I don't need to maintain the grapple because he's grappled here. So until he makes another check, I believe I'm good to go.
If you let go to swing on him, you'll let go of the grapple.
I don't know if that's true mechanically, but that's fine. I'll just headbutt.
Why wouldn't it be? Okay, I'm just saying, why wouldn't it be?
Oh, then why is he allowed to hide when he's being held?
Yeah, no, it's fine. It's fine. You know, it's all right.
Headbutt.
I'm gonna headbutt him for an 18 to hit on the attack action headbutt, and then pair of nat 17s for a 22 to hit on the bonus action headbutt. And so that is going to be 14 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay. Cool. Is that it?
Yeah, and I guess I move it over, like, away from, like, I guess I want to move, like, turn away from the window so I'd have to get through me to get, away.
Okay, cool. That's going to okay. That's going to be Derek. It's your turn.
I go back to bed.
Okay.
Oh, actually, no. You know what? No, I get on the phone and I call Garth. Do I have your phone number yet?
You think he's gonna pick up?
I don't think I have either of your phone numbers. You know what? This is such a better use of my time. I'm gonna pick up the dead. Oh, the dead body's gone. Is the ring on the floor?
Yeah, the ring is on the floor.
I pick up the ring.
Oh no. Oh no.
And I put it into my pants as well.
Oh no.
Do you do anything else?
Nope. Unless...
Okay.
No, because I don't have Garth's phone number. Andre would never pick up at this hour. I know that already. We've been best friends for like a week. Yeah, I go back to bed.
Okay, cool. That is going to be Andre's turn.
I really wish I chose different spells. Okay. I'm going to cast Tasha's Mind Whip at it. So,
okay.
I pull up my ring and, like a spectral whip comes out, and I rolled a 22.
Hits.
So it takes, finally, 12 psychic damage.
Okay, cool.
And it loses its reaction, and it can only move, take an action, or a bonus action next turn. Only one of the three. So if you want to get out, you can't run.
You're the actual worst. Cool. Okay, so this thing is going to...
I mean, it's grappled, so whatever it does, it's got to try to escape that if it wants to get out.
Oh my god, this is such powerness.
Yeah, it's gonna make another grapple. It's gonna make another grapple check.
Alright.
It doesn't have a minus D4 this time.
What'd you get, Dan?
What'd you get, Tess?
I got a 15.
I got a 16! Natural 11.
Yes! Let's go!
This is the worst! Okay, that's gonna be Garth's turn.
Okay.
Headbutt!
Yeah, I'm just gonna headbutt recklessly. I keep getting so close to the crit. It's a natural 19, 24 to hit on the first headbutt, and only an 11 on the second headbutt. Does an 11 hit?
Nope.
Okay. So then that is going to be just 1d4 plus 5, 9 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay, cool. Still up.
What round are we in?
Oh,
I don't know.
So many.
Not that. Well, no, we haven't reached 1 minute yet. I don't think.
Why?
No.
Well, because that's when my rage ends.
That is going to be Derek's turn.
I went back to sleep.
Okay, Derek's asleep. That's going to be Andre's turn.
Why is this thing dead yet? Fuck it, firebolt.
In the apartment?
Well, yes, not ball, bolt. It's just a little. It's like a little Roman candle that comes out of my ring.
Yeah,
and just,
no, so much
19.
more reasonable.
19 hits.
There's a fucking 20-foot diameter.
17 points of fire damage.
Dead.
Fucking finally.
Cool. You guys are out of initiative. You have this thing here on the floor. What do you do?
Search it for whatever it was looking for.
Cool.
Search
both
for
of you roll me
things.
an investigation check.
Ooh. It's 10.
5.
Ooh.
You can't find what it was looking for. You can't find anything on its person.
Garth, are
Can't
any of
find
your
anything on its person. You completely upend it. completely.
Garth, are any of your friends healers? Can we bring it back with 1 point of healing and then interrogate it? Can we like tie it up?
Is the same thing not happening with the like that it's disappearing?
Not yet.
Yeah. Shit.
You also don't know.
Do you have anything to tie it up with?
Yeah, I don't have. Yeah, let's tie it. Like, let's tie this creature up. I suppose. Yeah, I don't know.
I grab his bed sheets.
Yeah, just keep it. Grab my perfect.
And we start tying it up with the bed sheets.
So you are losing the window of trying. If you wanted to bring it back to life, you cannot.
Huh?
I don't have anything for that.
Oh, can I stabilize it
medicine
first?
check, I guess.
Isn't that like a really high spell that you would need to bring it?
No, it's not dead.
That's
It's just unconscious.
Yeah, I'll do a medicine check.
Sure.
To stabilized. Can I have help? Maybe no. He's getting the sheets. That's fine.
Yeah, I'm tying it up.
Natural 20.
Hey.
Okay. Yeah, you stabilize it.
And I'm gonna tie it up.
Okay. You have
now that it's stable, though,
I'm
gonna take one more look around to try and find this whatever it was trying to take. Can I have help? Actually, I think I'd probably be like
to look. Yeah.
I was looking around for something. Check its pockets one more time.
All right.
What is it exactly?
I mean, you could. It's still.
Can I take its mask off?
Sure. Hang on. So, are you looking around the room to see what you're missing, or are you taking its mask off? What are you doing first?
Oh, I thought we were checking it. I thought we were checking it one more time.
Yeah, I think he checks its pockets first, and then I'm gonna take its mask off.
Okay, cool. You take its mask off. As you take this thing's mask off, it looks like one of those emo kids.
Oh.
I got a 13.
Got a 13. Yeah, there's nothing in its pockets.
I have an idea.
Oh god,
Please.
I don't like the way you said that.
I don't know if Audrey would have this idea. Okay, so my idea is we somehow get the emo kid. We take a picture of this unconscious, tied up emo kid. We send a picture to the other emo kids, and we tell them that we're gonna kill the emo kid unless they meet us somewhere, and then we can confront the other emo kids and bring this whole thing to an end.
Yeah, I don't know if Garth would think of that either.
Oh my god!
Does Andre say that out loud?
Yeah.
I do think Andre would say that.
Listen,
how do you react to it, Garth?
There were kids at high schools that had parents in less than savory positions. This is a tactic that they used to use all the time.
Dude, that's messed up.
I mean, it's effective also.
I don't enjoy hostage situations.
I don't enjoy people attacking me in my sleep.
I go to look where I had hid the crystal.
Gone.
Well, I guess the crystal vanished into some kind of extra dimensional space or something, because there's nothing in this person's pockets, even though we thoroughly checked them.
I don't know.
Maybe you should look just one more time.
If one of you wants to roll one more investigation check, you're welcome to.
I'll help Andre.
Oh, okay. I'm not good at investigating things.
You're a wizard.
You're at it. 18.
18?
You're a wizard, Andre.
You're a wizard, Andre.
Okay, hang on.
I'm mediocre at it. It's not one of my better.
With an 18, you are looking around in this kid's pockets, and it has, like a coat on, and you're like trying to feel around in its coat pockets. And as you're going over its coat pockets, you press down on its stomach, and you feel the shape of a crystal.
I think it ate the crystal. So I know you don't like hostage situations. How do you feel about surgery?
Oh my god.
I gotta say that wasn't really the plan for my schooling, but maybe that's Well, can we?
Oh no, you don't have to do it.
All right.
I might know a guy that knows a guy.
Let me be clear, folks. These crystals are still kind of they're bigger pieces. They're like little kind of slabs. They're like an eighth of something. Like it looks like it's kind of a slice.
A delicious slice of crystal.
Exactly.
All right. Well, if you don't want to cut it open and you don't want to do a hostage situation, I'm gonna have to start hearing some ideas because.
Well, we're gonna have to hold on to him. Fuck. Yeah. Do you have access to like a real car? Because I don't have a trunk to stuff this guy in.
I have access to my sister's private chauffeur. He might help us.
What time is it?
It is pretty late at night. It's like 3 a.m. Also, you stabilize this guy, so he will come to eventually.
I know.
called him at 3 a.m. before. That's not the end of the world. I mean, we know. Oh wait, we don't know anybody.
We don't know what?
We don't know anybody with a car.
Yeah.
Do you want me to call Odette? I can.
Yeah, see if you can reach her, but I don't know.
Do I have the driver's number directly?
Either. I'm gonna
not have the driver's number directly.
Garth sets about first by third time just emptying his pockets just to make sure there's no materials, and he and a sheet in the mouth and around the hands to make sure he's not able to cast spells.
With all of these checks, you have found also a necklace on this person's neck.
Okay, well take that. I don't want him doing any magical shit. You take the necklace
off. You take the necklace off, and this thing starts turning to mist and starts like flying away and fading.
Put it back on. Put it back on. Put it back on.
Put the necklace back on. Put the necklace back.
No, it's gone.
Did the crystal fall?
No crystal fell. It's all gone.
Garth! You lost our hostage!
Look, you're the magic fucking guy, dude. How was I supposed to know that was gonna happen?
Is there any mist still in the air?
It's like kind of like
as it's going away. I try to cast counterspell on it.
It doesn't do anything.
Fuck! Garth, what did you do?
I confiscated a magical item. You wouldn't do the fucking same.
What a narc.
That's a low blow.
I need to think. All right, I need to think this over. Are you gonna get ambushed again if I leave you alone?
I guess I've got nothing left to be ambushed for. Clearly, someone wants these things more than we do.
Okay, I need to go think this over. Hang on to that necklace. We might still be able to use that. We might not be screwed yet. And I'm gonna go back downstairs. And I will take 4 hours to sleep through my first class if I can.
Okay, yeah. So, what do you do, Garth? Do you go back to sleep? What do you do?
I can't believe you guys didn't just cut him open.
I mean, I offered it, but I don't have any medical skills.
Who cares? We didn't fucking need him to be alive. I killed the one at my house.
I wanted to keep one alive as a hostage. It's more valuable to us alive than dead, probably.
Well, I fucking slaughtered that thing.
Fun. Aren't you guys having fun?
I'm eating Fritos.
I'm a little upset that guy got away. I spent a lot of time trying to keep him here. And a lot of resources.
He did.
It was absolutely a crock of shit.
No, it wasn't.
The only thing that I think was a crock of shit was the fact that he was outside the window when you grappled him. That made no sense to me. He was in the... I thought like maybe his torso was out the window. No, he's all the way out the window? That seemed like bullshit.
No. On the turn that he was incapacitated, he drove out the window. That was all, yes.
If I ever see that motherfucker again, I'm killing him twice. I'm killing all the emo kids now. I will make sure that emo is dead.
It wasn't a good song genre before. It wasn't a good song genre now.
Hey, you shut the fuck up right now. Don't you dare say that.
Jake's the only one who can insult the emo kids.
Dude, I'm more emo than Duncan.
Look at that boy. Look at him.
It's the only thing I pride myself on. It's my horrible taste.
He was thinking about getting a septum piercing. Look at that child.
Wait, what do you mean thinking? You said that past tense.
Yeah, he's planning and scheduling.
So cool.
See, I think septum piercings look cool. I just don't think I could handle the pain of getting it.
They're painful.
Honestly,
I'm a pussy.
That's the least of my worries.
I'm a big pussy. I don't handle pain well.
That's like really... Pussies can handle pain better than nards can. Just gonna put that one out there.
My nards do not handle
That's
pain.
a really good point.
Yeah. It makes no sense. I could push a whole child out of myself and still make it out
Okay,
alive.
wait, hold on. Hold on. That's very painful, though, from what I understand.
But it...
Yeah, but it's...
I thought you were to say, like, getting kicked in the vagina hurts a lot less than getting kicked in the balls.
No, the point I'm making is that a vagina can withstand way more pain than nards can.
Oh, I see what you're saying there. Okay. I misunderstood. I still agreed with you.
It's a weird hill to die on either way.
I didn't think the childbirth was the right way to go with it. Because childbirth is the most painful thing I've ever understood.
That it's super painful, and that vaginas can handle that, and if you get hit in the nuts, you're vomiting.
Huh?
I say we should just ban babies. That's the only solution to me.
Test tube babies only. Who needs belly buttons anymore? No belly buttons 2022. Who's with me?
I'm all about just no more children.
Is that...
Gross.
Hold on. I have a question, because you looked at me like I'm crazy. Is that a myth? I heard that test tube babies don't have belly buttons.
What's a test tube baby?
A baby that's born, like, in an incubation chamber versus, like, in...
Like, never
like,
goes
womb.
into, like, a human...
Yeah, never actually goes
No, that's not really...
You can do that?
Yeah,
no, you can't do that.
They figured it out, I thought.
No.
It would be like cloning.
Hold on. Are test tube babies not real?
Wouldn't that be like cloning? Now? Didn't they clone a sheep? I think they cloned a sheep.
You guys are breaking up. Can you hear me?
Now we can.
Test tube baby. You're not saying you're not meaning what you think it means. It's like it gets fertile.
About in vitro fertilization.
Yeah, you're still saying it wrong. All of that means you make it outside the person, and then you put it inside of a person to still birth it. That's what in vitro fertilization
has to be involved. But they did clone a sheep, so who's to say that they wouldn't be able to clone a human, which might not involve a vagina?
Is everyone done?
Well, we'll get there eventually, but right now, all birth still takes a vagina. Still takes a womb.
Yeah, I guess vagina.
Is everyone done eating?
Yes.
Sorry, I want my education.
Dan, you don't have the power of the clap.
I did the first clap. I wanted to do the second clap.
I need to.
The way I was going to do it, we were going to cut right back in with me answering your question, so we wouldn't lose any time.
What was the question?
You don't have to do it that way.
What was the question?
Does he do anything before bed?
Oh,
yeah. We're going back to sleep.
Are we
ready?
I thought I was going to cut it there, and I was going to just let Tess take over, and I was going to have to deal with the cut later.
Okay, ready? Derek, are you doing anything before falling asleep?
I've been asleep.
Not Derek. I'm sorry. Garth.
No.
No? Okay, cool. You all go to sleep. If you want to get a full night's sleep, you do have to sleep through your first class.
And Derek has to sleep through the entire day because it would still be a 10-mile run.
Yeah. And also, Derek, when you wake up in the morning, do you want to roll me a check to see what kind of food you have on you?
Oh, yes, I would. I love.
Is
cooking.
4 hours enough for me to get to my first class? That would put me like 7 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, I guess Andre, you can make it to your first class, but the other two can't.
Hey.
I'm excited to see what you do with this. I rolled a 10 for my food check. Just a flat 10.
A 10.
Right in the middle, baby. Right in the middle.
Right in the middle. With a 10, it's a D6 of healing.
Okay.
That you can give out, and I think that's like a D6 amount of healing. You got like a bunch of protein bars. That's what a 10 is. It's a bunch of like Luna bars and Cliff bars and stuff.
I thought you were gonna say it's a turkey sandwich. like in a sandwich bag, like nicely made turkey sandwich.
No, that's like a D8's worth. Cool.
I'm excited for my D8 turkey sandwich. At some point.
Yeah. So you guys wake up in the morning. If, Garth and Derek, you miss your first classes. Andre, you can make it to your first class. What are you guys doing in the morning? What are you doing with your day? Do you get in contact with each other? Free reign. What are you doing?
Garth goes to class.
Garth goes to class.
I go to Andre's room.
You go to Andre's room. You miss your first class though, and Andre doesn't. So you go to Andre's room, and Andre's at class.
I wait for Andre in his room. I literally just sit there in front of his door.
Okay.
You're just gonna miss class all day and wait for Andre?
I'm gonna wait to see Andre, texting him consistently to tell him I need to talk to him.
Wait, do you have his number or not?
Andre, did I ever get your number?
I feel like you would have squeezed that.
There's a number in your phone. Try texting it.
Yeah, I text the number that Andre gave me. Be like, Andre,
what happens?
Andre,
you get the text back. Who dis?
Little homie.
What'd you say?
I said, little homie. It's your boy. I gotta talk to you. I'm storing a slice in my pants, and we need to talk about it.
Hey, look, I think you got the wrong number, but if you want to... you might want to see a doctor about that. I don't know, that sounds bad.
I am sitting in front of your door. I only know it's your door because I've been to your room before, bro.
It's somebody else texting you, it's not me.
Oh, shit.
But I will probably take I probably wouldn't eat lunch in the cafeteria today. I'm not feeling very social, so I'd probably take my lunch to go, bring it back to my dorm, and I would probably see him sitting there.
And you just see me like gently
back around the corner,
and I'm just like gently adjusting the
make
jam.
If you want to, Andre, make a stealth check. Derek, make a perception check.
Okay.
19.
Okay.
Perception, I got an 18.
8.
Yeah, wow, so you just miss him. You would have maybe seen him, but Andre is too fast, and he dodges around the corner.
It doesn't matter anyway, so I just need to prepare myself, and then I go, okay. And I walk up, and I say to him, I hope your night last night was less eventful than ours.
Bro, I was having a good dream, then a bad dream, then I woke up, and then I killed someone.
So you are also attacked.
I get down and I pull him next to me. Like, you were attacked, bro? Someone hurt you?
Technically, I wasn't. Garth was, and I helped him.
I mean, like, I care about Garth, but did they hurt you?
No, I was fine.
All right, good. I'm looking out for you, little bro.
And then, as you guys are standing here talking, the door across the hallway opens. And Renata is there, and she's like, hello, fellow hallmate neighbors. Are you standing in front of my door? Why are you here?
I'm standing in front of his door.
I am also standing in front of my door.
Are you waiting for something? Are you not? Why aren't you walking into your room?
Well, I was waiting for him, and then I started talking to him without letting him go into his own door. I didn't let him go into his door. Now we're going into his door.
Okay.
And then I put my hand on the door, trying to open it, but it's still locked. That's why I've been sitting outside the whole time. And I just kind of like look at you. I'm like, you see how it's locked, bro? locked, bro.
Key.
It is that's a locked door.
Key
Sure locked.
Key in the thing. Wait. Weren't we supposed to meet with you at some point?
Oh, we were gonna text and talk about it, possibly. I guess now that I have you here, can I come in there, or do you want to come into my? I'm gonna follow you. I don't want you coming. No, you're not into my room. Can I?
Whoa, bro! She just invited you to her room, dude. I don't give two shits about what's in my pants. I grab him by the shoulder and push him towards Renata.
Oh no!
I have food in my hands.
You have food in your hands. Make me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh no. This is worth a chrono shift, right? 11.
You got an 11. With an 11, you trip over your feet and you like crash into Renata. You like spill whatever you have kind of on her, and she's kind of like, oh! You guys are sitting here now, kind of both like covered in shit, and like in this moment, she's like, so I'm gonna change and maybe take a shower and shower the awkwardness away from this moment. But do you want to meet me at the library later? Not the school library, the town's library.
Oh, okay, sure.
It's like past Main Street. You go down Main Street and you go a little bit farther past Main Street. It's like in these corners where a bunch of churches are.
Okay. I might also bring Garth. That's okay?
Or is this Garth? He points to Derek.
No, you don't know each other.
Cut to Derek.
This is
Derek is like hiding around the door hinge. Like, just like trying to be sneaky, but he's a Goliath, so he's not.
This is Derek. He has also become involved in these things that I've become involved in. And then
you really don't know what you're involved in.
That would make two of us. I was kind of hoping you would help me with that.
Okay, I'll see you at the library.
Okay, that sounds good.
Okay, and the door closes, and make a perception check.
Nat 1.
Nat 1. Yeah, you don't hear anything. Cool. That is.
I yell through the door. See you at the library.
Let's move over to Garth. Garth, what do you think that you're doing with your day? You said you're going to class?
Yeah, Garth's going to class, and he's really trying to focus on what he fucking came to this school for, so that he can.
Yeah, so you're going to one of your. You're going to one of your, like, Rage classes. This is Rage 101. You have this class not that many times a week. It's a longer class period, but you don't do it as often because it's a little bit more basic. It's a barbarian exclusive class because it's an ability you can only do if you're any kind of barbarian at all, or if you're interested in becoming a barbarian. And this class is mostly like the first couple of weeks have been a lot about, like, you know, like I said earlier, it's a lot about like the theory on rage right now, and like the origins of rage, and like where that all kind of comes from. You've learned in this class that like the rage that's within you is like the result of kind of an ancient magic, but beyond that, there is no real explanation around it. Like when it comes into like, when they're talking about history here, there's, like I said a couple times, there's a recent history in this place and not a very deep history. Like it goes back, maybe you can go back like 1,000, maybe 1,500 years, and beyond that, there's little record of anything. But about 1,500 years ago, there started being some kind of records of the records that you look off of today. And so for the first bit of your Rage class, you kind of learned a little bit about, like, you know, Rage and how it became and all that stuff. As you guys are getting into the second unit of Rage, it's kind of like practical Rage and like when to and like not to have to rage. And hang on. You have on this day you have like a pop quiz at the beginning of the unit, and if you'd like for me to roll a I want to say like intelligence check.
Sure. An intelligence check for my Rage class.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
That seems so weird.
It's a 4.
It's a 4. Okay, yeah. So with this 4, you've been really distracted, and you haven't had time to like do the readings or study up on what you're supposed to be doing. And so you turn in this pop quiz, and it's one of those quizzes that is immediately passed to somebody else, and then they have to go over it for you. And so you pass it. It's supposed to be just the person to your right. Next to you is Mikey. He do his quiz, and you go over them afterwards. And you go through Mikey's quiz, and Mikey does okay. Mikey's doing kind of average on the quiz. Like, you go through it and you're checking his answers, and he's like, seems like he has a comprehension of what this is. Not all of them are right, and not his spelling is not great. Some of the long form answers, but it's like, he got most of the answers there. He hands you back your quiz, and you failed. You failed this rage quiz. It is like, it's called Practical Rage, and this quiz is kind of about the basics of like when to and not to rage, and why do you think is the reason that you failed this quiz?
I'm not really focusing on the task that I came to school for. I've been distracted by a side project, and it's to the detriment of everything I've been trying to do. And so I think Garth crumples up the piece of paper and then shreds it, because crumpling up doesn't feel like enough.
Crumple it up and then flatten it out because it keeps getting jammed in the shredder as you try to shred it.
No, not shredding. He doesn't go over to an office supply store and find a shredder.
No, it's a school. There's shredders. There's shredders. Okay. It's a school building.
VCCC, where every classroom has its own shredder for all those documents you don't want anybody to see.
We don't need insane records kept, all right? We need basic record keeping.
All right, Sammy, we got you.
What is Sammy hiding in those shredders?
What is Sammy hiding?
I think his forehead's been hurting all morning, and he was thinking about how he was gonna like make a call to his family, and now like he's got nothing to fucking call about, and so all he can think of instead of any real time with them is the dream he had last night about how he doesn't belong, and he doesn't see any evidence to the contrary.
Yeah. And you're kind of walking around the school building after this class. Where do you think that you're headed? Do you think that you're going to your next class, or do you think that you're...
Yes, if I have a next class, I'm going to my next class, because there's no more wasting time.
Okay, yeah, so you're heading over to your next class, and as you're kind of cutting through this kind of one wing of the building to the other one, because this is you're going from the rage classes, which are kind of done in the gym wing, to over to the other side of the campus. And as you're kind of cutting through this one area of the building that you only have cut through, you've been here because you've cut through it, but it's not necessarily the wing of the building that you've spent very much time in. This is kind of midday, and the sun is kind of coming in and setting on one side of the building and pouring into these rooms, and it does always look really nice and picturesque. And as you're walking in this quarter, roll me a perception check with advantage.
We're level 5 now, right?
Mm-hmm.
18.
18. With an 18, you're kind of rounding the corner, and usually it is kind of silent in this area, this section of the building. But as you're passing by this one room, you hear light distant music playing, but over that music is somebody singing. And it's kind of singing half out, where some of the lines are sung with lots of heart, and other ones are kind of mumbled and timid, and then back into a different line with kind of heart. Like someone who kind of half knows a song and is singing along to the parts that she knows, and you immediately recognize it as Lash. She will oftentimes put a little bit of music on and sing by herself if she thinks that she's alone. And you kind of walking up to this room, and you see Lash before she sees you. She's standing in this room, and she's bathed in sunlight. She has taken off. It's kind of the beginning of fall, so people are wearing sweaters and stuff, but she's kind of wearing summer garb as she's standing directly in sunlight. Her sweater that she usually wears is kind of off, and her shoulders are exposed, and she's painting on an easel. But she's painting with kind of an accuracy and a movement that is not with most painters. It's not small. It's big, broad strokes and movements and kind of a dance around the painting. Is there something wrong with Dan's screen for other people?
Dan went
Garth
green.
just turned green.
Is he back?
Yeah, he's back.
Okay. Yeah, and you're standing here kind of watching her paint. What do you do?
Have I ever seen her do anything like this before?
You've heard her sing, but none of the rest of it.
Awesome. I think that Garth probably freezes absolutely still. And tries not to disrupt them. I think like in the same way that like if you come upon like some kind of animal in the wild that you know is like a rare sighting and you like don't want to mess up the moment, like I don't think he would like start or anything, but like I think he would just like try to be still and see what she's doing.
Roll me a stealth check, but not in a way that's like nice and not in a way that's
Creepy.
Right, I'm not creeping. I'm just like not disrupting.
You're exactly.
Sounds like something a creeper would say.
I'm not a narc.
I'm not a creepy narc.
only
I
an
just
8.
watch my friend from the darkness.
It was dark.
On. Like, lost my dice.
Uh-oh, we need those.
It turns out you
Because
need
believe it or
those.
not, folks, D&D is a game that requires dice.
That cries
Here's the
for
thing.
dice.
Yeah, I
Here's the
cried
thing.
dice.
You guys both rolled the same. She also got an 8. And so there's this kind of beautiful moment here as you kind of watch her paint and she like dances around thinking nobody is watching and is singing. And then she kind of spins around in her step and sees you and isn't like startled, but she's just kind of like, oh, hey, what are you doing here?
I didn't want to interrupt, but, I recognized your voice a while off.
I don't really sing. I don't really sing. I'm untrained.
Yeah. You say that every time I catch you.
It's because it's nothing. What are you doing in the art wing?
I don't know. I've kind of been lost all day. What are you working on?
This is fine. I paint sometimes. Don't tell the guys. I don't want people to like, make fun of me. I've been painting. I just find it's a really good way to practice my sword usage.
No kidding.
I feel like I always used to fight in a really rigid way, and I got into painting because friends of mine and we all got drunk and went to like a paint and sip thing, and I just felt comfortable painting like the paintbrushes were swords. And then I was like, what if I could fight as if my swords were paintbrushes? I don't know. It's hard to explain, but it's really helped me out.
It's kind of beautiful.
Thanks. I try.
It's a little weird.
Hey. I mean, you got your hang-ups too, buddy. I mean.
Yeah.
I don't know. If you're feeling lost, you should think about looking at things from a different perspective, because you're going to keep being lost if you go the same way.
That's pretty good advice. What classes are you in again?
I'm taking some of these classes here and there. Don't you have class to go to? And you hear, like, the second bell ring.
Fuck. Yeah. Yeah, but you know what? You should teach me some painting stuff. So I want to talk to you about last night, too. Yeah, we don't have time, but I'll text you.
Last night, I was kind of drunk last night. Did anything...
Oh, you were on fire. It was crazy.
Oh, okay, cool, yeah. That's cool. That's what you mean. That's what you meant. That's cool. I'm going to keep painting. You should go, because I feel self-conscious having you here watching me.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll text you.
And she nods. Cool. You head off to your next class. Do you guys plan to meet up at any point in this day?
Wait, can I actually talk to Andre about... I've been waiting for him all day.
If Andre has a say in it, no, not allowed.
Fine. You guys go into Andre's room. After this moment of Andre kind of Renata leaving you here in the hallway, she like rushed into her door. You can go into your room where DMJ is hanging out waiting for you. Do either of you guys text Garth and let him know that you guys are hanging out?
I don't have I'm gonna let him know we should probably meet up before we go to the library. So I'm gonna text him and I'll say we're meeting Renata at the library later today. I want to meet up beforehand so we can debrief with Derek.
Cool. And we'll say that all that kind of went down earlier in the day. Garth, you probably get this text toward the end of the class that you show up late to after talking to Lash. And so these guys are hanging out here at the dorm. So what do you guys talk about as you're standing here in Andre's dorm?
So I sit down, man spread as hell, because I've still got a slice in my pants. And I look at Andre and I'm like, bro, that girl, her, read a book, you know what I'm saying? You guys gotta read a book together. Now, I don't like reading, but you two, I know that's like what you guys get your Jimmy's John on, you know?
Yeah, I mean, she works at a library. She probably reads a lot of books.
Read the book with her. Read the book with her.
I think she's gonna show us books that are gonna give us some information about the crystals. So you
get it. All right, but
you guys are standing here in the living room, and one of your roommates from like what seemed like a pile of clothing kind of like pokes his head up, and he's like, "She's gonna show you her books, man. You know what I mean? She's gonna show you the book without a bookmark." Yeah.
I cast Mage Hand and slam my door.
No, I said you guys were standing here in the
damn.
So as soon as I notice that there's another person in the room, I'm like, I readjust because of the stupid slice, and I'm like,
sorry, if you're gonna
what, every time I stand up or something?
No, you just you took some for yesterday. You take some for today. You don't take 2 slashing damage as it like cuts into your crotch a little more.
Using my stone's endurance on that one. So I'm gonna stand up and be like, Andre, I need to talk to you privately. So that I just pick up Andre with my right hand and pick up his food with my left hand and just walk into Andre's room.
This isn't necessary, but okay.
And I plop Andre down at his desk, put his food in front of him. I'm like, all right, listen. Last night, went home, had myself a nice little nappy nap on the couch, woke up to some fucking dude in a mask searching through my bags. I killed him. Fucking just went over to him because I thought he took the gem out of my bag. When I started going through him, he just disappeared into the floorboards. I go over to my bags, thank God, gem was there. Then I reach into my pants, just fucking aggressively yank the gem out of my fucking pants. And I'm like, and now this is still in my property, but people are coming to my grandparents, and I'm not about it.
You see that there's a little bit of blood on the tip of the gem.
To be fair, we did warn you. We did warn you that this was a possibility last night when you took it home. But something very similar happened to us, except they took the gem and also they ate the gem. Maybe it was inside of them, and then they disappeared. So
we only have one left.
We only have one. And none of us really know what's going on. Our guy disappeared when we took his necklace, and we have the necklace. Do you have any artifacts left over from him?
I reach back in my pants, and this time I just slide this thing off of me. Fill in the blanks if you want, audience, but I take out the ring.
Derek is now holding 2 things very close to your face that were seconds ago touching his penis. Not Garth, Derek.
Garth had given the necklace to Andre last night, and at that moment you guys are discussing him. Andre gets a text from him.
Might have homework. I'll let you know.
Well, fuck you then.
Garth is cut to Garth ringing up some art supplies at the on-campus store.
Oh, that's so awesome. So I dropped the ring on the desk, but
I'm gonna put the necklace.
I'm like tightly gripping the. I had the grass golem gem, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I said ass's grass is mine. Yeah. So I'm not even kind of loosening my grip. If anything, I keep getting a tighter grip on this thing as this conversation keeps going.
I'm gonna put the necklace next to the ring. Does anything happen?
No.
Okay. Can I don't have a way to see what kind of magical properties these have.
How?
I don't want to hand
You
stuff
don't? Wait, hang on. You don't?
I mean, I could cast them like an Arcana check, but I don't have like detect magic.
Ooh.
You don't have detect magic?
No, that shit's boring.
Can I use divine sense?
Fuck you! I have Jim's magic and missile.
Yeah, if you want to try to divine sense, you're welcome to.
I mean, I just can't. So, I'll get.
Roll me a dexterity check to spin your football.
I'm totally okay with this every time. This is so worth it.
Legit.
I rolled a 5 this time.
So you go to spin your football, and from this you can learn what if it's like its alignment and what kind of magic it is.
I believe so. I'm getting the wording just to make sure that it's all correct and that we're not.
As you go to
cheating.
spin your football, you'll learn some things, but you go to spin it. And instead of spinning it nicely, you just smack it, and it hits Andre right in the head. And Andre, you take 5 points of bludgeoning damage.
That's
a lot.
Okay. So, Divine says the presence of
No, it's only 3 points. Only 3 points of bludgeoning damage. I rolled the wrong die.
So with
Fuck
my
you,
divine sense,
Derek.
Fuck you, Derek. Where?
Gotta get this memorized for next time. This is too much hang time.
It is. I'm sorry.
Can I Arcana check it while he
The
does
presence
this?
of Fey, Fiends, Celestial, or Undead, or whether or not a space has been desecrated or hallowed as by the Hallow spell. It doesn't do alignment. It doesn't do kind of magic. That's
No,
the
yeah,
Doesn't
so it
seem
just
like
does-
it's very
So
useful.
these
extraplanar
things
senses.
are
And if it's
these
behind cover, you
things-
can't tell.
these things are fiendish.
Eee. Can I Arcana check it?
Yeah.
This would totally make sense.
25?
My
Ooh, okay. With a 25 Arcana, you look at these things and you can tell that they have a mess of spells jammed into each of them. These are volatile things. It's like somebody sloppily wanted to be able to do a bunch of cool effects at once and like took the penalty as
No
kind of
kidding.
Should I? Alright, Derek, so these have a lot of magic spells in them. Should we put them on?
I'm alright. Listen, little bro. You are a vital piece of brain power when it comes to this kind of shenanigans going on. I don't want you getting hurt. Let me try first.
I'm still gonna decide if it's a good idea or not. I think I want to wait. I have an idea of somebody that isn't my sister that might be able to help us to figure out what it is. Even though I strongly dislike this idea that I'm having. It might be the only...
Who are you thinking of?
I don't want to say it out loud. It makes me upset.
Write it on this piece of paper. I reach into my back pocket and pull out like a little post-it note.
I write Dumbledore on
it. You don't know the professor's name?
No, I don't remember it, so I call him Dumbledore. I've always called him Dumbledore, in my head at least. I didn't know if I wanted to make Harry Potter canon in your universe, but I've been calling him Dumbledore.
So I look at you and go,
that's fine.
Oh yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. Is his name really Dumbledore? He looks like identical to the movie.
I don't really care to find out. He's kind of a dick. Not kind of. He's a big dick. He's a very big dick. I'm trying to make sure I didn't write his name down. I definitely haven't wrote his name down. Okay.
I don't think I've told you that yet.
Maybe he can help. Maybe he knows what this is. Maybe Renata knows something about this, although she seems to know stuff about face stuff. Oh, by the way, that's why she's helping us. She knows stuff about face stuff. That's why we're going to the library later. I don't know how much she knows about fiend stuff.
That's why you're going to the library. Right.
Yes, that's why we're going to the library later.
Alright, well, listen, I don't want you to think that I think any less of you. But I'm going to take the slab, put it back in my pants. I'm going to take the ring, I'm going to put it back in my pants. Do you think you can not lose the necklace this time? Because I don't want to lose. You lost the gem last night, little man.
I didn't lose it. Garth had it.
Well, that's not what you said.
Garth had it. He got attacked, and then the thing ate the gem. I went up because I heard him getting attacked.
Oh. Okay. Then hold on to the necklace. Figure it out. If Dumbledore figures out the necklace, I'll let him see the ring that I keep on my cock.
Fuck.
Wait, seriously? Are you actually doing that, Derek?
What?
Keeping it on his dick?
Are you putting it on?
Oh, fuck. I didn't think of the consequences of this.
You better get that on a fucking t-shirt, bro.
That's my motto for D&D.
Shit. I did. Oh, it wasn't smart.
Make a wisdom saving throw.
It wasn't smart. But I definitely said it twice at this point.
Now we're going to know what happens when you put it on.
Wisdom saving throw?
Yep.
Okay, you know what? I at least have proficiency in that. Proficiency doesn't help in that one.
Chronal shift.
Within that one.
You have chronal shift? Chronal shift?
But what if you were to not get a nat one?
Yes!
Are you doing that?
Yeah, I don't know what's gonna. I think it might be really bad. What's gonna happen? So I'll.
That's what I'm thinking too.
I was considering that in my head, and I was like, "Do I want to waste it on this?" But yeah, chronal shift it.
Okay.
He recollects himself and regathers his thoughts.
That's 20 it.
I love chronal shift.
And then it becomes a
chronal
20...
shift so much.
It becomes a 25.
Okay. You put this thing on your penis, and you feel like at first this thing is trying to rip you apart from your penis outward. That this thing is trying to.
Oh my god! Never know. Oh my god! You can't say that even kind of casually. Oh my god!
You the same thing in unison. You feel like you're being filleted dick first. As if your dick was a banana and your skin was the peels, and it was trying to peel open, starting at your dick, and then going with the rest of your skin. That's what it feels like initially. You can blink of an eye, though.
Can we go around and each think of one?
No.
Was the second one worse? I think the second one was worse. Okay,
so
when that
like the
doesn't
laser
happen,
beam in James Bond, except.
So for a moment you feel that pain, and then you feel like you kind of get ahead of it, but as this thing is on your body, you feel like a hollow, like a black hole inside of your soul, and it's like eating in, and you feel a little like kind of sick, and these incredibly dark thoughts about like how nice it would be to murder the guy who got you kicked out of your like your college football career, how great it would be to feel like the blood on your hands, and then you kind of get ahead of it and you think like, these are not my thoughts. I have not thought about this person in a really long time, and that's not the intention here. But if you don't get this thing off you right now, you know that like this thing needs to be removed from your body immediately.
I pull my pants down and rip it off of my cock.
Andre, you are flashed.
And I tell Andre, do not put this anywhere on you.
Please leave my room.
There's a giant Goliath cock in front of you.
This has gotten so far away from me.
You know what, better yet, I cast fireball in the room and just burn it all.
Listen. Are you holding the necklace right now?
Yes.
I smack it out of his hands.
So why?
I point at it
and
I'm like,
smack the necklace out of your hands.
That is fucking evil.
I know, that's why I'm not putting it on yet.
Yeah,
now
well,
pull your
I
pants
accidentally
up.
put the ring on my cock, and that's why I had to take my pants off to rip it off as quickly as possible.
You did it on purpose. You didn't accidentally put it on your cock. You did it on purpose.
I thought it was the best way of making sure no one stole it.
Just pull your pants up.
I pull my pants up, and the ring just goes in my pocket. The slap.
Take the ring and leave. Please leave.
I
Please.
put my suspenders back on. And I just go.
Do you leave Andre's room?
I go, Andre, be safe. Call me if you.
No, I won't. I'm not going to do that. Please leave.
Alright, I leave, and after I leave, I'm just gonna send a text to Margot saying, "Hey, too wise."
It's a good thing Margot doesn't know.
Roll me a luck check.
I sent him with too wise. Do I get advantage?
No. Did you get 20?
You need 3 wise for advantage.
I am rolling dynamite tonight.
Okay, you text hey with 2 Y's. You send it off. A moment later, you get a text back, hey with 3 Y's, followed by a text that says, I know you wanted to go on a date, but you want to come over right now?
I do.
She texts you, and she is in the same dorm building as these 2 guys are, on the other side of the dorm building, because it's kind of in this like big U shape. You head over there. You knock on the door. The moment the door swings open, she grabs your collar and like pulls you in and starts making out with you.
I think you mean she grabs my suspenders, so I'm shirtless.
I guess she like grabs, like kind of puts her hand around your neck a little bit and like, pulls you in. And we leave this moment, leaving the 2 of you heading over to her bedroom.
That's cool. It's not like I'm trying to save the campus or anything. You guys go have sex. I will just be here trying to save the campus from evil elemental things.
Bro, you're just mad that Renata didn't invite you into her room.
I plead the 5th.
Oh shit! Wait, is my... I feel so bad asking this. Can I like do a perception check on my cock to make sure there's no residual from the ring? Like there's no like contamination of evil...
I don't think that's how it works.
You're fine.
Okay.
I don't want to roll. You're fine. If we like start like roll, if we start rolling for,
I don't want to actually make Margot evil because of an evil ring on my cock.
Do you have to roll to see if you remember to use protection? Anyway,
hang on. Sorry, can we pause just for 1 second, Bert? How long have we been recording for?
The evil cock.
We're pushing 2 hours.
We're about to 2 hours. Okay, cool. I just want to figure out. How I'm gonna wrap this up. Cool. Ready?
Don't worry. Derek wraps it up.
Okay, so Garth, as the school day kind of ends, these two probably had half days or skipping a bunch of their classes. What are you doing as, like, you have, like, maybe 1 or 2 classes in the second half of the day? Your school day kind of ends. What are you doing?
Oh, yeah. I go back to my dorm room with my new paint supplies, and I lock my door and try to paint something.
Okay, that's awesome. Why don't you roll me... What check would this be?
I feel like it's a wisdom check.
I would say I think it is 2. Probably, yeah. Just roll me like a wisdom check. See what your painting is like.
And I'm gonna add my proficiency bonus because of my subclass. Which means... I got a 23.
You got a 23. Okay, cool. With a 23, you start painting. And what is that like? What are you doing? Are you painting... I don't know. What is this for you?
I don't think that Garth knows what he's painting either. But I think that what he enjoys about this, whereas he's been trying to still himself previously, I think that this provides him an opportunity to find some level of focus, which ultimately fulfills the same needs, if not more needs that he didn't realize needed fulfilling.
Cool. Yeah. So you're painting, and you're kind of just doing it, you know? Like, are you thinking about, is it like abstract? Are you doing any kind of basic scene at all?
I think maybe it like starts off abstract. Like maybe it starts off mostly as like lines and curves that can't necessarily be identified at first, and then as the detail kind of fills in, I think he makes a representation of the way he saw Lash in the Sunbeam today.
Yeah, and as you're looking at this painting, as it kind of comes together, looking like Lash, you are looking at this painting and not exactly right forward out the window as the sun goes down, and you get startled as you hear a knocking at the window.
A knocking at the window?
Yeah.
I'm on the what floor am I on again?
You're on the second. You're on the second floor. Second floor. Oh no, you were on the 4th floor. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you look up, and Lash is like buckled into a harness, crouched on your windowsill, knocking on it.
Can I help you?
I just got this thing in the mail. Look how cool it is. And
that's awesome.
Cool harness, and
what
she
are you rock climbing too? What are you?
She steps in and she unhooks herself, and she's like, I got a coupon for some cool new gear, and I'm trying to think of other cool things to do besides just like getting in fights. So like, look at me, I can scale buildings now. And she like steps into your room.
Hold on, let me clear up for a second. I didn't even say you want to come in.
I want to hide the painting.
Okay, make me a stealth check.
Fuck.
I want you to know, the fact that she can scale buildings, I will never forget that, ever.
That's a 6.
It'll come in handy one.
Yeah, you go to like store the painting, and it just doesn't work. As she's like, "Oh, are you painting something? That's so sick!" And she kind of turns and she sees the painting, and she pauses for a second as she looks at it. Is Dan green again?
Yep.
For anybody else? Okay. There you are. She pauses for a second as she looks at it, and she kind of like sighs and says, "It really looks really pretty. Can I give you a note, though?"
Yeah. I mean, it's just my first one, you know, like I was just starting. I didn't really know what I was, you know. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
I just, I guess my note would be you clearly have a lot of passion about whatever you've painted here. I just think that it feels to me like you're almost holding back, like you're hiding something from the painting. If you're going to pour your feelings into something, you have to do it 100%. And she kind of like goes in a little bit and she's like, can I? And she like picks up one of your paint brushes and she starts like adding little like highlights and like really pretty colors into the like shading of the sun and like the like kind of scene that you put forth. And she's like, you have to love what you're doing. If you're gonna use your feelings for painting, you have to really use them. Come here. Paint with me.
I join her at the easel. Easel?
It's an easel.
Yeah, fuck it. I got an easel. Go all out.
She like hands you a paintbrush and she turns to you and she says, let's make something together. And she she like takes out one of your blank canvases, puts it down, and she starts painting on half of the canvas.
I start painting on the other half.
Yeah, and we kind of zoom away from this moment as you're painting on this canvas. Andre, as your day kind of comes to an end, you get a text from Renata that says, see you at the library, 30 minutes.
I start walking, I guess. I don't have another way to get there.
Yeah, you start walking down toward the library. It's a long walk. It's definitely like, it takes you a little bit to get there. Actually, make me a survival check to see how the walk is for you.
Not great. That's a 7.
It's a 7. Yeah, it's taken a while, and you're feeling especially winded as you are, like, kind of... And again, you're someone who grew up inside a house and lived in a house, and you mostly took the bus to school, or your driver would drive you to school, probably. You'd come home, and you spend a lot of time indoors. This is maybe the most outdoors time you've spent. I want you to, how's Andre feeling as he's kind of heading over toward the library? Like, what are you hoping to find?
I mean, his main objective is to find more about this crystal. I know she knows something about Fae, which is something that I've been interested in, even outside of the crystals. I want more information on what's going on, more than anything else. Yeah.
Cool. And are you excited to like go to the library and like read from different books from your school, talk to Renata? Like, how are you feeling?
Library wise, yes, he's excited to go. He's always excited to go get to learn new shit. He's always excited to go read. In terms of Renata, I think I don't know. I mean, I don't know how he feels about Renata. I think he's kind of confused by her. Because he keeps doing stupid stuff and she keeps not leaving him alone. Or, like, not leaving him alone, that sounds bad. But, like, she keeps interacting with him. Even though he keeps fucking up and doing stupid shit. I don't know why she's so interested in him. So I think that's what he's trying to figure out. It's like a mystery.
Cool. You show up to the library. As you kind of finally get here, you kind of look out, and it seems like a bigger library. There's like bigger desks and like larger stacks. And you look around for a second, and you don't really see anybody. And then kind of poking out from behind a stack, looking like she's like holding like a whole bunch of books, is Renata, and she like kind of sees you and like waves like really enthusiastically, and then like kind of catches herself and kind of like waves like really coolly, just like I'm over here, but like starts with being like. And
yeah, I'll just walk over.
Cool. You come over here.
I was gonna say, take a look at the book that she has. What's going on?
Yeah.
Hello.
So
sorry, my friends didn't show up.
It's fine. Friends are hard to make. So I started looking for some books. Why don't you actually
called them my friends? Sorry.
Why don't you follow me back to the back? and you kind of see her hurry along. She like seems like she's like made like has like a table in like one of the archival corners that she's like kind of taken over with all these books.
Okay, do you want me to carry some of the books?
You have a lot. She's kind of like. She has a whole bunch. She's like, no, it's fine. And she kind of like, walks away carrying these books. You're welcome to take some from her, or don't.
I'm pretty tired from the walk. I don't know if I could hold them anyways.
Such a fucking bitch.
She's like, no, it's okay. I mean, from the last time we all were in a fight together, I think I'm a little stronger than you anyway. And she heads over to the corner and she kind of puts these books down, and you see the books that she's holding are lots of like there's a bunch of it's a bunch of history books, like regular the history of the nation kind of books, but on the table opened up she has a lot of books about like really eclectic things, some of them about like the study of like forests and like the woods and trees and like all that kind of stuff. And she has books about magic and like the study of nature and magic all kind of put together. She has like some books in here about like, there's not a whole lot of books about the Fae, but you see that there is one book that she's kind of has open that seems like it's a little bit about the Fae, but it's a very small book. And she kind of looks at you and she's like, yeah, I got here a little early and I started looking into some stuff about the Fae. How much do you know?
I know that Fae are like a race that my ancestors kind of came from. I know very little about from what I learned from my sister's books. But they were less history books and more spell books. So I guess not all that much.
So the Fae are ancient creatures that have not existed before there were records, essentially. Before the records were even kept, it seems like there were Fae. But there is not a whole lot of record keeping about Fae as a species. There's a lot of like hypotheses, and there's a lot of like diaries of people that are suspected to be people who lived around when the Fae lived or have gathered information, but a lot of it is hearsay. There is some theory that the Fae don't exist anymore and were wiped out for whatever reason. That's kind of the most popular and yet kind of the darkest theory, that the elves decided for whatever reason to part ways with their Fae ancestry, and for whatever reason the Fae don't exist anymore because of that.
It certainly lines up with my family.
I'm half elf. I'm a half elf. My dad has a very strict side of his family as well. It makes sense, but it doesn't. I don't know. And then there's some books here on the woods, and she goes over to the book about like wooded areas, and she's like, I kind of looked through this book about the geography of the area, and I found the woods around the school, but there's not a real record of it. It seems like something's been covered up. And look here, in all of these books, there are pages missing, and she goes through and she flips and she shows you that there are full pages that are ripped out of some of these. She says that there's somewhere that mentions one of these diaries, and she has like photocopies of a diary that was like too old for her to touch herself. And she says there's some writings in a diary that say that the woods that surround our school were always incredibly magical, incredibly seeped in magic. And then somewhere along the line, our school was built and the woods were thought to have died. But that also could just be hearsay.
I mean, when you say the woods died, they were alive at one point? Like, living?
I mean, as alive as woods can be, but that also have a real magic hum. Things that are alive have a magic hum to them, and the woods were incredibly magical, or at least it seems in some of these writings. It could also be wrong. My translation could also be wrong, but it seems as if the woods were magical, and then they were no more, and then the school showed up.
It doesn't say anything
about... If you ask me, I think the school had something to do with this.
Oh, fuck. Alright, that doesn't help me. Not that what you did wasn't helpful. It doesn't help me in the fact that I was gonna look to the school for help. but now they can't help me. You're great. You're doing. I appreciate the things that
you're great. I mean, yeah.
I am great. That's true.
Fucking dick.
It didn't say anything about the lake, does it? These books?
It doesn't necessarily. I didn't look up the lake book. Should I have? Do you know something about the lake?
No, we probably shouldn't go there.
You liar! Roll me a deception check.
Where's my deception? 10.
She looks at you and she's like, you know something about the lake. What aren't you telling? I just told you a bunch of information. I thought... Am I misinterpreting? I thought that we were, like, gonna get along, and there were the books that we were learning from, and there was a mystery that we were... Maybe I'm misinterpreting things, alright? I think you're really, really cool, and I want to spend time with you, but if you don't want to be here, then you should just go.
Well, no, that's not the case. I'm not telling you things because the other two people that have become involved with this have been put in great danger while being involved with it. Alright. To honor your transparency, there were these 2 crystals that we found that are somehow fey in nature. I think you know, I told you about the 2 crystals already. I believe. Sounds familiar. I think I told you about these 2 crystals. They're fey in nature, which is why I've been asking you about all of this. We have them in our possession. They came from those 2 golems that attacked the party last night. My 2 friends had them, and last night they both got attacked. I'm not telling you about things because every time I give anyone gets a new piece of information about this, they get attacked. It keeps happening.
Okay.
That's why I'm not as forthright with all this stuff. But
that makes sense.
Those are also physical objects, and you don't have any physical objects on you. So maybe it's okay to tell you. Also, you'd probably kick my ass in a fight. So maybe I want your help in fights. Okay, hold on. And I don't feel like explaining the history of everything that went over because people have watched it, but I want to spend the next, like, however long it takes, 30 minutes to an hour, just explaining everything that's happened to me since I've gotten to school.
Okay, cool.
I'm just going to tell her everything.
And you launch in kind of telling her... You launch in telling her everything, and she seems like she's really enjoying listening to you talk. And we're going to actually move over to the dorm buildings again. Derek, you're having a whole lot of fun. Would you like to roll some kind of acrobatics, athletics, performance? How does Derek do this thing in so many words?
Wow, I was so ready for like other questions when you came to me for my moment with my girl, and it's like, roll an acrobatics check. Let's see how you fuck.
Well, I gave you an option. You could roll what you think. How Derek does this.
Here's the thing.
Roll a history.
Rolls a history check to see if he can remember where the clit is.
No, it's for the RP.
I'm sorry.
Goodbye, everybody.
Woo! If you made it this far, I'm sorry.
Hey, I'm using the words. Careful words is what I'm choosing to use right now.
Chose the words I wanted. I think Derek. When you said acrobatics, that felt wrong. I think it's athletics, like pure stamina.
Don't need to explain why.
You do it? You don't need to explain it to me? What'd you get?
Dude, Derek is straight out of a porn video right now.
Oh, no. Did you get a nat 20?
nat 20 tonight on something that probably didn't need a nat 20. No one needs a nat 20 for this, really.
If you ask her,
hang on.
Never mind.
Margot needed the nat 20.
Here's the thing. She gets a 19 on her acrobatics check. So the two of you are having, that's just a flat 19. She adds a bunch to dex. So you two are having an incredible time. She, it pulls you in and is just like, but it's like more than that it feels like fun and dirty. It feels kind of like there's a connection here as well. Like that, like fun kind of moment where like two of you are like, laughing a little bit, happen when you trust somebody else. And there's a little bit of giggling going on and some of the uncomfortable parts, but the moment still is never really lost. And you there's that moment at the end when you kind of both finish. I mean, she's finished a couple times. You finish it about the same time, and as as you guys are kind of like laying in this tangled mess, you can feel each other's heartbeats against your chests as you are laying chest to chest, as you feel your heartbeats in rhythm together. And this is the first time you've had sex with her, so you didn't even go on a date. And she kind of like pulls away from you and lies over and kind of goes to catch her breath and is like, wow, so I was just needed like a homework break, and this was you're amazing.
I'm glad that I'm glad you needed a homework break. I needed a break for what I was dealing with too, honestly. Wow, you're really, wow. Just wow. You are wow. You are
She kind of takes a moment.
Wow.
She like checks the time and she's like, it's been like an hour. Like this was oh, I have to no, and she like looks at her phone and she kind of rolls out of bed and she starts like I have some friends who I said I would meet.
Oh, I mean, I was supposed to be at the library 40 minutes ago, and I was more interested in this.
No, trust me, I rather run late from my meeting than miss a second of this. This was really great. This is better than I thought it was going to be. You're like really cool.
I
think that you're really fun.
Would you want to like keep doing this? Maybe like see a movie or go to a concert? Like not only be making out at parties and randomly having sex when you see me in the hallway?
Yeah, I think that and make an insight check for me.
Gladly. You win some, you lose some. Nat 1.
This moment is really, really nice. And she probably is really kind of trying to get out of here so that she can go meet up with her friends because her phone keeps buzzing. But this is a really, really lovely moment. You see nothing more than the kind of like ear-ringing moment after having sex. And she's like, this is my dorm room, though. So as fun as this was, I'm gonna have to. And you see her kind of like rummaging around to get her clothing because she had like thrown her clothing all over the room, and she like goes and kind of picks it up and puts it all back on.
My suspenders back over my nipples.
And she kind of looks at you as like, you gather your bags and I assume go to go. And she's like,
all 6 of my bags.
She kind of walks you down to the edge of the end of the hallway. And she's like, I have some friends I'm going to meet here. Actually, they're going to meet me here, and then we're all going to go out because they're kind of already on their way. And she, as you go to turn, she like grabs your hand and she kind of pulls you in really close, and she goes, I don't want us to ever forget this moment, and I am going to hang out with you again, and I hope nothing changes. And she gives you a really big kiss.
I do that thing where I obviously kiss her back, and then when she pulls away, I go, I'll text you. and then I pull her gently in, and I just give her like the little peck on the cheek, and I let her go back in. And then when does she close the door?
Yeah, she closes the door.
As soon as she closes the door, I do a full inventory to make sure I have not lost the gem. Because she clearly was in my pants. And that's where I was keeping the gem. And like I realized,
okay, cool.
like there's a like minute of like, fuck, I can still do it. That was some nastiness. And then all of a sudden I'm like, that was nastiness! My nastiness! Where's my nastiness? I just started like searching everywhere.
Investigation check.
Okay.
Roll an investigation check.
That's another nat 1.
Oh.
With that nat 1, you're kind of patting down some bags, and as you pat down one of your bags, you feel like a big mess of Bumpy, and you're like, oh, I must have stuffed it into one of my bag pockets.
Can I open the bag and check?
Sure. With a nat 1, you wouldn't really think to open the bag and check.
Okay.
Cool. Do you head out? Are you going to text Andre? Are you going to try to go over to the library?
No. Because I think to myself, I just got some, he needs some. So I'm just going to start heading home.
Okay, cool. So you go to exit the dorm. Yep.
Yeah, so I'll start heading back to the farm.
It's like getting dark, you know. You go to head back to the farm. You exit the building. As you exit the building, you're like not by the front entrance. You're like exiting by one of the side entrances because there's a bunch of side entrances and kind of one main entrance. Roll me a perception check.
Come on, you can't roll 3 nat 1s in a row, right?
Not with that attitude.
Did you? You know, earlier in the night, you joked about rolling 3 nat 1s in a row.
I have rolled so many nat 20s tonight, it's just comeuppance, you know? It really is just comeuppance.
With a nat 1, you see nothing. You see people walking around, milling about by the dorm, and you head home, running your 10 miles. And after Derek just had an incredible bout of ecstasy with his good friend Margot, as Garth is in his dorm room painting a beautiful painting with the girl that he's had a crush on since he was born, Lash, and as Andre is at the library with Renata, wrapping his mind around for maybe even the first time having possible feelings for somebody, we are going to end the session here.
Aw, this one ends on such a happy note.
This is a nice place to end it. But also, wow. 3 nat 1s? What the fuck is that?
As we hit the end of this, Dan, do you want to show the chart before we sign off?
You guys want to see the board?
Let's see the board!
Dan's upgraded board.
What a fucking mess. Just...
Oh my god.
5 nat 20s?
You got 5 nat 20s, bro.
But there's 3 nat 1s, and they were all at the very end of the night. And also, I had the other.
You and I keep it pretty consistent, Dan.
Hold on, there was.
I don't know.
Technically, I had 4 nat 1s, but I got 1 chronal
Right, you chronal shifted one of them. What's really funny to me is that you didn't roll a single roll above 20 except for your 5 nat 20s.
Nat 20s, yeah, that's interesting. Anyway, with this, thank you guys so much for tuning in and listening. I am Tess Henry. You can find me at Tess Does Instagram or Trainwreck Tess on TikTok. Today, I'm going to use my spot to promo my friend Mike Malazzo's music. He's on iTunes as Mike Malazzo. He is a very good friend of mine. He sings the theme song for the open mic that I used to host. It's called The Song. It's one of my favorite songs in this whole entire universe. Go listen to it. Go listen to his music. Dan, do you have anything that you'd like to promote for us?
Sure. The First Impressions Festival being put on by Imprint Theater Works out of Dallas, Fort Worth, but it is a virtual event happening at the end of the month. We'll put a link in the description or something.
Nice, nice. Jake, do you have anything that you'd like to sign off with?
Nope. Goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye from Jake. And Bert, what do you got for us?
don't be a showboat, because when you showboat, you restart your Nuzlocke for the 5th time. You roll 3 nat 1s at the very end of a session, and you realize that, you know, life has some highs, but then the lows come and they make you realize that the highs didn't even matter.
Well, and on that note, for tuning in, we will see you next week. Bye.
Bye.
Goodbye.